Hi, I'm Joseph, founder of Become and one of the facilitators on the ICF Diploma in Integrative Coaching. And on this video, I'd like to tell you a little bit more around what we cover on the diploma and what you learn by following this program. So firstly, I'd like to explain what we mean by integrative coaching. And essentially, we are referring to the idea that on the diploma, you will learn different approaches and different ways how to work as a coach. We believe that there is no single coaching approach that works every single time with every single client in every single situation. And for me personally, this is key in coaching, because when you fully embrace that person as a complete whole, then you can tailor the way that you work together based on your client's needs and also the personal circumstances. Putting it in a slightly different way, our focus is always to tailor the coaching to the client and not the client to a particular coaching process. So let's give you some examples of this in practice and link them to what we cover on the diploma. So if, let's say, you are working with someone who finds themselves stuck, perhaps they might want a career change, but they're unsure where to start or they're unsure what to do, then you could possibly follow a more person-centered approach to the coaching process. And you might be thinking, what is this all about? Well, essentially, this approach, amongst other things, focuses on truly believing that the client knows what's best. So our role is to ask great questions, to listen really well, with empathy of course, and with no judgment, to support them getting there. That, however, might be very different to someone who finds themselves stuck in a similar situation. They might want a career change, but they find that they're putting themselves down, they're lacking self-belief, they're using a lot of negative thinking patterns. So perhaps in this case, your client might resonate more with a cognitive behavioral approach to coaching. So let's explain that once again. And what we mean here is that you as a coach will focus a little bit more actively on what the person is saying to themselves. So essentially their thoughts, how true or helpful they are, and the way that these thoughts could be impacting their next steps. As you can see, as an integrative coach, you will always be working where the client is and with what the client brings to the coaching session. As coaches, we're very flexible, we're inclusive, and therefore we utilize more than one traditional singular form of coaching in our work. So for example, let's say just the GROW model. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with the GROW model. It's important to know when to use the GROW model, but it's also really key to understand when not to use it, and when perhaps a different framework might be more in service of your client's situation. So on the diploma, you will learn and practice a number of different approaches. From building empathy and unconditional positive regard, using that more person-centered approach that we just talked about, to a more cognitive-based framework, like the cognitive behavioral coaching that we mentioned. But that's not it. We also cover acceptance commitment coaching, solutions-focused coaching, and different ways how you can integrate these in your own coaching practice, so that you can make sure that the coaching session is always client-led. I hope that you've found this video helpful, and if you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We're more than happy to have a chat with you to see if this is the right ICF coach training program for you. Thank you.